Okay, hello. I'm Dan and this is Zeke. We're going to do his beak today. I don't know if you can see, but he's got a little tab there on his right side of his lower beak that comes up over his top beak. And on his left side, the upper mandible comes down more. So we're going to file the upper mandible on his right side, our left, and then we're going to clip the lower one and file it smooth a little bit. So this is something I do about once a month with him. As you can see, he's pretty good about it. He doesn't like it, but he's pretty good about it. I'm going to turn this a little more. I think he needs to aim more that way. So the first thing we do, I wear a shirt so he can grab on. And you might have to train your bird, or you might have to hold him firmly this way if he's going to bite you. And they get used to it, you know, they know it's something that has to be done. So I hope you can see I'm filing. Let me see if I can hold him a little better for the camera. Come on, buddy. See, he doesn't like it much, but he's okay. And so I'm going to file like this on his top beak. See if he can beak it a little bit. He's less scared. I'm shaking more than he is. I try to be careful. And I file the clear part of his beak. I don't file into the colored part. And I round the tip a little bit, but he needs that point on there when he grabs his berries. He kind of spears them and holds them with the top beak, or mandible as scientists like to call it. He spears it with the top one and then squeezes the juice out with his tongue in his lower mandible. So I leave a little bit of a point, but I don't know if you can see there, I'm filing just the right side somewhat. And the main reason, that part doesn't get in his way, but I think that pushes the lower beak to the side a little, so that it makes that tab worse. And the tab right here, I hope you can see that, this tab is the worst part, and that does get in his way. Now, I've had him 2.5 years, and I first used to take him in to do this, but and they used a Dremel one place, and one place used human fingernail clippers. I don't know how, the guy did a good job, but I don't know how, because it's curved the wrong way for this. And then sometimes he gets a little nervous, like just cover his head a little like this, and scratches right above his nose there. He likes that. And then, so that's the top beak I just did. And now the bottom one is a little more, it's harder to get to because he wiggles a little bit. And he sticks his tongue out. I'd hate to get his tongue. Now there, see, there's his tongue. I just want to get a little bit of his left side right there, and then clip it, and then maybe a little bit there to even it out. I have used this on his top beak a little bit too in the past, but I find if I do this more often, you know, I'm just going to file that. He's closing his beak there. Now it might seem I'm bending his head back. He's actually doing that. Come on, buddy. It's okay. You're on camera. You're teaching other people how to do this. I hope my head's not getting in the way. It's the main thing. So I got most of that that tab. And I don't worry about getting a whole lot of it. He needs some. The bottom mandible is the sharp one. Oops. As if you ever get bitten by one of these guys, you can tell it makes a half moon kind of incision in your finger, or impression if he doesn't break the skin. Here, I'll file a little more on the top. It needs a little more there. I'm not pressing very hard, and I'm not holding him very hard, just kind of firmly with my fingers there. And he's squirming a little bit, but he knows this is going to be over at some point. And usually I reward him. I don't give them treats very much as a reward. I mainly praise them and give them scratchies if they're in the mood. They have to be in the mood pretty much, both of my guys. I have a green cheek conure who I don't have to trim at all. And I don't bother with their nails. They have a concrete perch that's smooth on top that seems to keep their nails good enough. That plus they walk on the floor a lot, and I've got a couple of my floors are stone tile, so that seems to do the job. Let me take a look now, Zeke. Yeah, now I don't know if you can see now, the tab is gone. There's a little bit of a sharp, the sort of cloudy or clear area there on the bottom. There's a little bit of that because he needs that for sharpness. And it looks like the top beak still needs a little more attention here. And I'm just going to file it. I'm not going to clip it today. But I have done that. These clippers are Revlon cuticle clippers that I just got in Walmart in the human cosmetics part of the store. And they do a good job of clipping. You know, I just get his beak, his lower beak this way like I would with my fingernail here, and clip it little bits at a time and then smooth it up. So I think he's okay. I'll see if I can hold him up to the camera. I think he's okay now, and if it doesn't have to be perfect, if he's you can get him next month. There, he's a little bit roughed up because and that's a feather that needs to be it's a new feather right there. So we take care of some of those along with here. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know, buddy. So there he is. There's Zeke, and he's a very handsome bird, aren't you, buddy? So you just taught a whole lot of people how to trim their bird's beak. So I hope that was helpful to you. And part of the thing is training them. I didn't have to train him to do this. He was hand trained. He was already 2.5 years old when I got him, and he's 7 now. So, but I have done that in the past, and you just have to little by little acclimate a bird to your hand till they get on your finger. He won't want to get on my finger now, but and little by little they get used to your hand, and then you can do this kind of thing. And if they nip you, you just kind of hold their beak, like if this was his beak, you just hold it like that, so that it just kind of immobilizes it. You don't have to use more than 2 fingers, and you don't have to do it very hard. And it's a dominance thing with birds anyway, so he'll understand that you got the upper hand. So it's a matter of training and persistence and routine, that you do it the same way every time, so they get used to it and they know they're going to be over with. See, he's already perked up. And his reward, he loves to be sprayed with a water bottle, so I'm going to spray him as a reward. So I hope that was helpful to you, and I hope it helps you with your bird. Bye now. Say goodbye, Zeke.